welcome to episode 11 of our 12 Days of Christmas collection giveaway. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, this time we're going to do a little something different in the beginning. We're going to go through what this is all about really quick, because really by now you should have probably seen the other 10 videos, but we're going to go through it speedy styles. Ready? Britt, are you ready? We can do this.
I'm ready.
You double check I don't say anything completely wrong. All right? You with me? Good. Let's do this. So, we are doing a series of videos, 24 to be exact, over 12 days. We are going to give you a tour of our entire board game collection. During that time, we will give away board games to you so you can build your own board game collection. We will also be giving, awarding Board Game Coffee seal of approvals to certain games that we've played that we feel deserve them. That way, if you don't win, you'll at least know what to buy to build up your collection. Now, we will be giving away anywhere from 1 to 4 games per video, and as I said, there's 24 videos, and you can enter in each video for multiple chances to win, because there's no limit to how many games you can win. On top of that, we are also being blah. I was really good there for a second.
You were. I don't know.
Now, on top of that, we are also all about giving. We give board games to you, and we ask if you can to donate to Sick Kids Hospital. We started a donation page, and we put the link to that in the description below. Only give if you can. It has no impact on if you are going to win or not going to win any prizes. It's just something you can do something you do if you can and if you want. It's no big deal. It's just something for the kiddies, a little something extra for Christmas. Okay, I think that was good. I think that was our quickest intro yet. Did I miss things? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I think I did pretty good. All right, if you want a slower version of that, just go watch any of the other 10 videos. Okay, let's do this. Let's get into this collection.
Yeah.
We got Dirty Pigs. Who gave us the demo of this?
It was North Star.
No, the name of the person. Bruce.
The man, the myth,
the
legend.
It was North Star. North Star didn't give us a demo. He was working for North Star. Anyways. But yeah, Bruce, that's right. Bruce gave us the demo of Dirty Pigs, and Bruce is amazing. I don't know if Bruce is watching this, but he's awesome. He's a gentleman with beautiful pink hair, glasses.
I don't know if his hair's still pink.
Well, he was.
He was.
Anyways, that's all I know. That's the last time I saw Bruce. He was pink hair. And he taught us Dirty Pigs. Dirty Pigs is a card game that you can play with kids, and you play them really fast. Basically, you're trying to get the other person's pigs clean, right? You're trying to get them clean while they're trying to get them dirty, and you can put things like barns, and you can use lightning to like crash through the barn doors, and so you want to be a dirty pig, and everybody's trying to clean your pigs. So that's how that works.
It was fun. I liked it instantly.
Yeah, Brittany liked it instantly, but we never played it past that demo.
No, we didn't.
So, but it was fun.
But we will when Xavier's big enough.
And we got Happy Salmon. You know, I've heard Steve mention from Secret Cabal mention this so many times as Slappy Fish. That's all I think about is like that's the whole time. I always have to read it. I was like, oh, it's Happy Salmon, not Slappy Fish. Thanks, Steve. Anyways, but I've never played Happy Salmon. You've played Happy Salmon.
I have. It's a cute little game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it cute? Like Dirty Pigs is cute? Which one do you like better?
I think it depends on the age group.
No, you have to pick.
I like Dirty Pigs.
This is the age group.
I like Dirty Pigs.
The age group is
I like Dirty
39 and 27.
I like Dirty Pigs. You have your answer. What else do I like? Love Letter.
Do you like Love Letter?
Not as much as you.
No, because Love Letter is so good. Brittany just doesn't know. She doesn't know why Love Letter is getting a Board Game Coffee seal of approval. Because Love Letter is amazeballs. Now, this is Batman Love Letter, and I'd really like to know where the box for this went. I have a box, because this came in a box. And I don't know where the box is.
We never found it when we were making our pile.
It's got to be...
It's
but
gone.
It might be buried in one of the card boxes that we never took out. Anyways, Love Letter is an amazing game. Now, Batman, there's so many different Love Letters, but they're all basically the same game, and some of them offer a little something different. Now, I'm not awarding specifically Batman, although this is my favorite one, because this one's hard to find. It's out of print, so it's like, I think you have to pay through the nose on eBay to get it now. But I just looked at it. I bought this because I like Batman, and I was like, I want a copy of Love Letter. Went to my friendly local game store, and I was like, hey, look, a Batman version. I'll take that. Took it, and didn't know it was going to be a collector's item. But yeah, Love Letter. Here's the thing: simple game. You can take this. They're all the same size. They all come in different colored bags, like these felt bags, and you can take them to a bar. And you take out certain cards depending on how many players are playing is how many you take out, and everybody basically plays cards from their hand, and you're trying to just outplay the other person. You want them to get stuck with certain cards. You want to win certain cards. I don't remember. Every time I play Love Letter, I played this so many times, but I always have to read the rules because I cannot hold rules in my head for more than 2 weeks. Yeah, that's it. And I play way too many. And I haven't played this in like 7 months. So, anyways, Love Letter's great, well deserving. Any version of Love Letter, just pick a license you like, go buy the Love Letter for it. Board Game Coffee, seal of approval, well deserved, great game. A lot of little tiny card games in today's episode. Speaking of little tiny card games, Power One. We did an espresso for this, didn't we?
I think we did a playthrough.
Did we? It was a playthrough. It was a playthrough. I don't remember.
It was
no, I think we did. I think we did do a playthrough for this. Right. Well, we did a playthrough for Power One. I honestly don't remember much of it.
I want to say I won.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I blocked it out. Anyways, Power One. We got this. Don't remember much about it though.
I guess I should have said spoiler alert.
Next. You might be completely wrong.
I could be.
War Chest. Now, if you watched the last episode, there was a little bit of confusion of what War Chest was. But we sorted that out. And a war chest put up by AEG. Because we found a box of coins, and it was called the Coin Chest. So we're like, oh, maybe that goes with War Chest. But it didn't, because it was put up by Sinister Fish. So that definitely probably goes with Villagers. And because War Chest is put up by AEG. And I mentioned Steve from the Secret Cabal. He brings this up a lot. He says it's really good. I bought this on sale based on his recommendation. Oh. So Board Game Media works. Because I bought this based on what they said. Anyways, I have never played it though, so that's the end of that story. And Ecos, First Continent, again from EEG. I'm starting to think that, because I believe, who told me that this, I got this on sale, apparently it was, I think it was half price the sales sticker, because this is it was originally $72, the sales sticker was $58, but I wouldn't buy this at $58, so I think it was at the 50% off wall, so it was probably like 20 something. That's how I roll. I try to find the best deals, and that's when I pick it up. But again, I think this was another, I don't remember, it might have been another Secret Cabal recommendation, or maybe it was somebody else. I don't remember, but there was another podcast who recommended this. Maybe it was Blue Pig, Pink Pig. I don't know. But regardless, I've never played it, but I've heard good things. I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. Okay, what do we got here? Trial by Trolley. Now, I find these games funny, but I don't ever really recommend these games personally. And here's the problem I have with these games. Yeah, they're party games. I'm not a huge fan of party games, but you can get in a lot of humorous situations because the way these games work are basically, it's the old question of like if you're on a trolley and you have to choose like to go on this track or that track, but this track is like little babies and this one's wouldn't be. It was like Baby Hitler or somebody else terrible. You have to choose who to run over, or two good people. It's like, do you want to run over Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny? I don't know. They give you these weird choices. Those are really kind of mundane and lame choices compared to what's actually in this. And it's Cyanide and Happiness put this together, and those guys are funny. I like them. I think they're the guys who do this style cartoon. They put out funny stuff. But here's my issue with these games. When the game is like, it goes around and everybody picks who they think is funnier, it always gets to a point where like
it's shock value.
No, yeah, it is, but no, it's the part I have is everybody gets a chance to be the judge. Like, oh, I think that's funnier today, you get the points. I think that's funnier, you get the points. Eventually, you're just gonna pick people who are like, well, if I'm winning, and if me awarding it to you is gonna win it to you, I'm not gonna give it to you. I was like, I think they're funnier. It's all personal opinion, anyways. So I'm just. The points end up spreading because somebody's like, you have too many points, I'm just going to give it to them, regardless of what they said. So I don't like games where it puts the players in voting and the voting keeps switching around. I don't like it because I feel like, even myself, I'm like, I find it hard to be fair because I was like, I don't want to give it to you because you're my competition. I don't want to give you the points. So I'm going to give it to the point person who has less wins. Yeah. And you never know really if it's fair. So you can't play it. It's like a popularity contest, and I don't like it. So that's the end of the story. Oh, this is another Bruce game.
And more Dude.
Dude and more Dude. Are these expansions to each other or different games? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Bruce,
never been open.
Bruce also showed us this. I've never played it, but that's all I know. If Bruce was here, he'd do a great description of it. But he's not. So we have Dude. That's all you need to know.
Smash Up.
We also have Smash Up. Now, Smash Up was a Christmas gift. Never opened it. Actually, Smash Up wasn't the Christmas gift. It was another game that was a Christmas gift. I had to return it because I had a double of it, and I picked up Smash Up instead. Never opened it. Did download the app. Played that for about 5 minutes, just because I go through phases of if I want to play apps or not. But I heard this plays a lot like Marvel Snap, which is currently, according to Rob from Blue Peg Pig Peg, he says Snap plays like Smash Up, and I've been crushing Snap recently. I've been playing it played it till like 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
good. It's good stuff. Marvel Snap is an app, by the way. You should download it. It's free. It's so fun.
You
Wits,
really enjoyed it.
Wits and Wagers. It's Vegas Baby. Another game introduced to us by Bruce.
We did play this one a couple times.
We did play this, and Wits and Wagers
And it was fun.
is fun. This is the kind of
It's
party.
kind of like a party
This is the kind of party game I can get into because it's like trivia.
Yeah.
Because people are betting on answers, and I think they're all numerical answers, and who gets the closest wins, or something like that. I can't remember, but this was good. I think Kayla was like, "I played that before. I can teach you." I think that's what happened.
Oh, maybe.
We never
yeah.
recorded it, but yeah. So that's the kind of party game I can get into. I guess most party games always tend to be like these crass. I'm gonna make just a lot of dick jokes, and it's not really.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm fine with that kind of humor in reality, but in my board games, it doesn't really appeal to me. Now, Kalimala. I believe Chris from the Secret Cabal talked about this, and that's why I bought it. Well, apparently those guys have a lot of impact on what I buy. Again, I bought this on sale. Now it's off to this. I think it was the same sale. It's like the sale price sticker was cut in half. All right.
Oh.
Now, what do we got here? Space Base. There's a lot of AEG stuff in this pile.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. So, Space Base, if you don't know, Space Base is like you're building your very own, what are the roulette machines? No, not roulette machines. What are the slot machine? It's like you're building your very own slot machine. Thematically, no, that's not what it's like. Thematically, you have a base and you take different ships, but where the slot machine aspect comes in is each of these ships have different numbers, and then everybody rolls dice, and if the dice land on your numbers, you score your ship, and whatever your ship does, you score points, you score abilities, depending on what your ships do that you have that fit those numbers. And the more you win, you get more money, what allows you to buy more ships, that gives you access to more numbers. And then you could pile up on numbers, so if you pull it up on 12, which is really hard to get, so it's really hard to roll a 12.
It's kind of like an engine builder a little bit.
Let me finish
Sorry.
up. Hold on. You're breaking my train of concentration. 12s are hard to get, but if you get a bunch of 12s and it hits, all those 12 cards are usually really good. The numbers that are easier to get aren't as powerful, but they're easier, but they land on it more often. And thing is, if you roll, you score a certain side of the card, and everybody else scores the other side. Or you score a certain side of your board, like the primary side. Everybody else scores the secondary side of their board. Same thing happens when they roll. They score their primary, everybody scores their secondary. And you're buying, and that's where the roulette thing comes in, because you roll and you're like, yeah, I came up 6s, yeah, I came up 7s, came up whatever, or a slot machine, whatever. So you're like custom building this thing based on what you think the rolls are going to come out. And it's funny because there's like the laws of averages. They're like, well, the 7s, or I can't remember what number, that number should come up the most. But sometimes it doesn't. Today's all about 11s. Everything's coming up 11.
Well,
you know
we've
what I
had
mean?
it where we've played 2 games in one night, and everyone's rolling 2s. So then the next game, everyone puts down 2 cards,
Mm-hmm.
and then nobody rolls a 2.
Yeah, there was one game I remember we played, Jess was playing, and she just kept sticking with one number. I was like, that's got to end eventually. I'm not going to pick up, I can't remember what number it was, like 11 or something. And I was like, I'm not going to pick it up. Her luck's going to end eventually. And it was like all day, 11, 11, 11, 11. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I was like, so next game, I was like, 11, boom. Came up twice the entire game. You're like, you got to be freaking kidding me, man.
What I like about this game, too, is that you're always playing, even on other people's turns.
And it sounds like
Which I
it's
like.
luck-based. It is. But you're trying to play the odds, and you're trying to build your board, because it's lucky for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's lucky for everyone, so equally it's not lucky. Like, everybody has to play with the same things. Everybody's pulling from the same pile, and you spend your money how you want based on what you think. So it's like gambling. And it's so good that we're giving it the Board Game Coffee seal of approval. So Space Base from AEG, congratulations, you've earned it. This is such a fun game. I can play this right now. I could always play this. Because it's easy to learn and fun to get out. And it's just fun to roll dice and land it. You know, it's like you feel like you're in Vegas. You're like, yeah, I got my number. Yeah, screw you.
I like it because it's a lively game, too.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful game.
Oceans. Oceans is a great game. Fun fact, we've played Oceans a few times, but never this copy. We've only ever played Oceans digitally.
Oh, right.
It was during lockdown. We only played on like
lockdown.
Tabletopia or something.
That's right.
But we've never actually played this version. Oceans is a fantastic game. So if I highly recommend Oceans. It is pretty, but it falls into that category of games I said before. When games are this pretty, I tend to be like, it's like I like the art, but this style of art, even though I appreciate how pretty it is, does not make me want to play anything in this style. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I was wrong. Oceans is a great freaking game. A good addition to anybody's collection. It's awesome. And yeah, try it out on Tabletopia.
Yeah.
That looks heavy, Britt.
This is a little bit heavier than I thought.
Mosaic. We haven't had this game long enough to give it a seal of approval, but it's well on its way because Mosaic is freaking awesome. It's such a fun game. If I had
Especially when I crushed you.
If I had one complaint about Mosaic, it's the setup time.
Yeah, there's a lot of physics.
The setup time is just you have to put up all these chips, and what's worse is I think the first setup time we set up all the chips for a certain amount of players, and then certain people couldn't play. You're like, you have to take chips off, or then other people want to play, and like it's just a pain to set up because you have to put all I think it's like 100 or more wooden chips, or not wooden chips, cardboard chips face down, and you have to shuffle them. You have to make sure they're face down, and then you flip them all face up, and then you take away the ones with the X's. It's just a pain. But in general, the game is fabulous. It's a resource management game. Everybody has, a list of actions they can take. I think everybody takes just one action a turn, isn't it? We played it recently. How do I remember this? I don't know. But there's like monuments you build. You're kind of trying to establish your civilization. And there's some area control in there. There's a lot of area control actually. And you build projects because you try to improve your civilization, and you get points for the projects you do. It's so good.
There's so many different ways to getting points in this game, which I really like and appreciate, because you were doing a strategy, and I thought I was going to lose for sure and totally had a hissy fit, and then I ended up crushing you because of the direction I was forced into because the way you stole points.
Hissy fit is correct. Anyways, Kayla liked this so much. She played half a game. She liked it so much, went home and bought it.
Yeah.
So it definitely has Kayla's seal of approval. But it's, maybe not anymore because she keeps getting crushed by her brother. So anyways, Mosaic is amazing. If you were curious, is this a good game? Yes, it's definitely a good game. Is the setup a pain in the ass? Abso-freaking-lutely. But yes, it is a heavier game. Weightier game. Okay, what do we got here? Australia. A game I avoided forever because the concept was just so bizarre. I was like, you're in Australia, you're building a railroad, but you got to deal with Cthulhu monsters. And it's like, what? And again, this seems to be a trend of this episode. Steve from Secret Cabal said he liked this. So he said it was really good. So I was like, all right, Steve, I'll give you a chance. I got it on sale, bought it, sat there for a while, never played it. I was like, I'm just going to give this a go. It's amazing.
Didn't we do a playthrough of this?
I don't know. Did we? We did buy it on sale? We bought this one. We did. We got a prototype. We did a preview, but we didn't get anything sent to us.
Oh.
We had a copy. We did a preview. I don't think we did a playthrough. We'll have to double check. If we did, we'll put it in the description.
I thought we did a playthrough.
But we definitely did an Espresso. We did an Espresso for this for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because of the expansions came out. We did an Espresso for them.
Right.
Are we good now?
Maybe.
But learned how to play this, and it's easy to learn. It's easy to teach, and it's such a great strategy game where you're laying down tracks from your base to try to collect resources so you could build more armies to deal with these monsters. And everybody, it's not cooperative, so everybody's got to deal with monsters. So you want the zombies and the Cthulhus to go to your opponents' bases. But so good. Now there's my two favorite things about this game. Two favorite things. One, Board Game Coffee seal of approval. Board Game Coffee seal of approval. Again, I think we've brought this up before. Stronghold tends to put out games that were like, it doesn't appeal to me. There's a lot of brown. They're big on the brown. And I was like, and I'm wrong every freaking time. This is fantastic. Anyways.
It's not a pretty game, that's for sure.
Yeah. So that's great. So Stronghold is sponsoring a giveaway. That thing is slow. It's unexpected, Brittany.
I was dancing over here. I was trying to
Unexpected. This is also a giveaway. So not only Board Game Coffee Seal of Approval recipient, also a giveaway. So you know if you get this in your collection, it's going to be good stuff. You will not be disappointed. This is such a great game. And when you get it, I want to know what you thought. So Stronghold Games, thank you so much for supplying this. It's a great game. And if you're feeling really Stronghold, if anybody there is watching, if you're feeling like you're in the spirit of giving, I don't have the expansions. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything specific. I'm just saying that. I don't have them. But you can have this and you'll love it. I'm kind of jealous that I didn't win this.
You have to buy it?
Yes, buy it like a sucker.
Edge of Darkness.
Edge of Darkness. Now, this is something I did buy on Kickstarter, backed it so long ago, and the concept behind this, where it's like a card creating game where you have these sleeves, there's a little icon here, where there's sleeves and you build cards. So you're building this one big card, I guess, out of little cards, or actually, I think they're all big. But anyways, it's a card constructing game. I got this, never played any of it. Mm-hmm. I can't remember.
Shocked.
I think it might have been Brandon.
You bought a game and we haven't played it?
Shut up. I think it was Brandon, I heard from Brandon from Brawling Brothers. I think he was the one that said he liked Edge of Darkness.
And to be fair, well, not to be fair, to just clarify, yes, we are reviewers, yes, we get review copies, but I would say 90% of our collection we bought.
Yeah. For sure, yeah, we bought that.
Because we love board games.
Also, we buy faster than anybody can actually send us games.
It's true.
Speaking of buying games that we've never played, and another AEG. Is this like the AEG pile? How did that even happen? So I think subconsciously I just stacked these in publisher order. Because they're not all, because we had AEG. I'm pretty sure there's got to be AEG stuff on there. Anyways, this is Dead Reckoning. A game I looked at on Kickstarter, and this was definitely Brawling Brothers doing. I was listening to their podcast, and they're like, we love Dead Reckoning. We love Dead Reckoning. It's so good. And I was like, all right, I'm going to back it. So we backed it. Oh, look, our address is here. I'll blur that out later.
I was going to say, that's why I had it flipped the other way.
I'll blur it out later. It's on top. Which way did you have it flipped?
I had the
Doesn't matter. It's done. It's done. It's all blurred out for you guys. But anyways, Dead Reckoning from AEG. They talked so highly about it. I was like, well, I got to back it now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But then recently, the last actually Blue Peg, Pink Peg episode I heard, they loved this as well. That was the last one, wasn't it? The second last one? Anyways, they loved it too. Yeah, Brian and Christina. Rob and Christina. Who the hell's Brian?
Rob, your name is not Brian.
Rob and Christina, they were big fans of it. Okay, no, this is a lot.
I wanted to end on our wedding game.
Oh, our wedding game. Well, this is blocking our wedding
game.
Our wedding game. Now, why Brittany says this is our wedding game, well, careful. Good job, Brittany, good job. Okay, now, a few things you need to know about Terraforming Mars. Board Game Coffee Seal of Approval. It's official. It's my favorite game. It's both of our favorite, like...
This is like my number one game.
Yeah.
And then there's Taverns, I think, is my number two.
No, Terraforming Mars is my number one.
It is.
So needless to say, it's in my top 10. It's my number one.
Your top 10, that's really a top 100.
So, anyways, Terraforming Mars, again, bought this game and was like... Wow, that is not a... Hold on, we have more.
No, that's all I have.
We absolutely have more.
I know it, but I don't have it. I was trying to look for it.
We'll discuss that in a bit. So, I just recalled one game that should be in this pile.
Yeah, I know, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Anyways, Terraforming Mars, recipient of our Board Game Coffee Seal of Approval, well earned, one of our favorite games, or our favorite game, and Brittany could refer to it as our wedding game, because if I can find that photo, I'll put it up now. Now, we played this so much over and over again. We'd stay up till like 5 in the mornings before Xavier, and we would just drink vodka and Crystal Light.
That's right.
Me, Brittany, and Chris would play over and over and over again. And
Every weekend.
It took Brittany 4 years to beat me.
It did. And now I'll just burn the game because I finally won.
We played this multiple times a night.
Yeah, I would.
And we just loved it. And I still love Terraforming Mars. And then we bought the expansions. Prelude is a must. If you get Terraforming Mars, Prelude is a must. So you have to get Prelude. All the other ones, I'll leave it up to you. You know, Turmoil adds something interesting. Colonies adds something interesting. I found Venus Next adds the least. It adds something you can do, but it doesn't. The first few times we played a Venus Next, it seemed like a thing you could do on the side and it never really had an impact on the whole game. So Venus Next for me was the weakest of the expansions. There's also the expansions that are just different playboards. So, but there's no boxes for those. Those are just wrapped in cellophane. They're in the box now. But nothing's in these boxes now. Well, nothing that we need.
Everything in the big box.
Everything is in the big box with the minis and everything. So I was very excited for that.
The funny thing about this game, talking about colors, and you're right, it is brown. They seem to really like their brown color. Mm-hmm. We played this game and I loved it. And the second time you put it on the table, I was still like, ew, I don't want to play because it's so ugly. And then we played again, and I fell in love all over again.
We did a review for Terraforming Mars, and I referred to the cards as like Google image search art.
I think it was, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
If there's like credits to it.
Yeah, there is. That's right. There's credits like this picture is supplied by not taken by, not supplied by. Yeah. Supplied by Google. But so yeah.
Anyways, favorite.
It's so good. So good. So good. Hey there. You might have noticed that things look a little different. The table's different. I'm dressed completely different. I don't have Brittany here to assist me. That's because at this point in the video, everything just went bad. So, but luckily, we just finished our last game. So Terraforming Mars was the last game of the collection that we had to show for this episode. But the ending, where we thank our sponsor again and let you know what the question of the day is to enter, that got all messed up, so we're going to do that again. Starting with, let's thank Stronghold Games for sponsoring this giveaway and supplying us with Australia to give you, because Australia is freaking awesome, and a recipient of our Board Game Coffee seal of approval. Now, here's what you got to do to win this beauty, or at least to be entered to win this beauty. Subscribe to Board Game Coffee on YouTube, like this video, and in the comments, let us know what is your favorite game from Stronghold Games. And that's it. Oh, also, let us know which country that this game will be getting shipped to. Keep in mind, this contest is only available to US and Canadian residents. But, like I said, if you're from China or Australia, somewhere else, you can always say it's US and Canada because then that's where it's getting shipped to. Bottom line, whatever you put, that's where it's getting shipped to. So, that is all. Remember, US and Canada. What's your favorite Stronghold game? Subscribe, like. See you in a few hours. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.